page. So this morning I'm speaking about passion. So, but in your own words, what do you think passion is? I need someone to talk about it. What is passion? You know, sometimes we say it's a common word everywhere. It's my passion. Cooking is my passion. Business is my passion. I've heard people say that also. Tailoring is my passion. So, what is passion? What can you define as passion? Because you see, the truth is, I don't think there's a universal meaning or definition for it, because everyone, or there's a certain level of understanding of passion that you can put together and say, oh, this is what passion is to me, and that's what passion is to this person. So this morning, it's an opportunity for us to say something. What is passion to you? We need to talk this morning, please. All right, let's get this thing going. Okay, Faith, do you want to come, please, so you can please pick up the mic there, put it on, and while you face the microphone. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Please, can you just give her a hand? Can you appreciate her? Thank you.
I think passion is anything that gives you joy, that you like doing.
Passion is anything that does what?
Gives you joy.
She says passion is anything that gives you joy. Is that it? Thank you very much. Please, could you give her a hand? Okay. Wow. Kelvin. Okay, come. So Kelvin wants to tell us what passion is.
To me, passion is what you like doing and you're destined to do.
Passion is what you like doing.
You're destined to do.
Sorry. Oh, so, okay, what you are destined to do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. He said passion is what you like to do or what you are destined to do. Can we have another definition, please? Let's have another definition. Okay, you know, like I like to call names. So, Ejiro, what is passion to you? Can you help us, please? Thank you. That's the microphone there. Thank you very much. What you're good at, right? Good. Okay, thank you. She says that passion is what you are good at. All right? Okay, that's fine. I mean, we've heard three definitions. Like, does anyone? Okay, wonderful. Please, can you come? Can you put your hands together for Wealth as she comes? Encourage her, please.
Hello. Passion. I think passion is something you love doing. You know, doing willingly, passionately, something you like to feel. You do it without not being pushed to do. Example, I am passionate. I love singing.
Okay.
I derive pleasure. I derive passion. You know, when I sing. So that's what passion means to me.
Okay, wonderful. You know, sometimes you cannot explain passion, but the only way you can do it is to gesticulate. You know, sometimes you're like, you know, passion, you know, sometimes. And it's funny because sometimes, you know, we know these things, but we might not be able to box it or put it in the right perspective. All right? So, but I mean, let's look at what's the source of the word passion? It's taken from a Latin word called patoi. And that's the spelling is patois is P-A-T-I-O-R. I want us to listen this morning, please. Passion is taken from the Latin word patois, which is P-A-T-I-O-R. What does it mean? To suffer. To bear. To endure. I think it's coming home a bit, right? Now, because sometimes you think your passion is, oh, what I like to do. But the truth is, the depth of passion is the final outcome, which is success. If you don't have success at the back of your mind, you cannot be termed as having passion. What am I saying? I'm saying that passion means ability to suffer a thing until you see it materialize. Passion is ability to bear the situation in which you're doing whatever it is that you're doing to ensure that there is a greater outcome or a successful outcome. All right? Passion is ability to endure a thing or a thing, whatever it is that you're doing, to the end until you see the success that comes out of it. So what it means is passion and success are mutually exclusive. They are together. They are together. You cannot say you are passion and you have passion or you are passionate about a thing, and along the lines something derails you and you go back and you say, actually I once had passion for cooking, and but what happened was later it didn't just materialize. Some things happen. Are you understanding what I said? Because every word has a root. The source of that word is what defines the word. Passion is ability to bear, ability to suffer, ability to endure a thing to the end, and to make sure that you are successful in that thing. Now, let us take it back to the scriptures so that we can balance this thing, so it's not looking like, oh, we're just seeking. Now, if you see, what did Jesus do? He went through sufferings. Do you know that? He had passion for us. That's why he went through all of those things. That's his passion. So, of course, some filmmakers now thought about the passion of Christ, right? So they had to put it together so you can see what passion he had to be able to bring us to this place where we're at today as believers. So, why are we doing this? KLM Business Forum. It's not just a business forum. It's a kingdom-minded business forum where you can do normal businesses in Babylon, but inject kingdom mentality into that business so that you are going to be profitable. All right? So, KLM Business Forum helps us to be a better business person, so that when you are outside, all you are armed with skill set, you are armed with integrity, you are armed with kingdom mindset of how to do business in the world space. So then you're not doing business to outshine somebody else. You're not doing business in a competition to destroy someone. You're not doing business because you want to, arrive and so that everybody will see. Now, in the process of being your best or putting the best attributes into business, arrival will come. Things will happen on their own. But then don't have it at the back of your mind that you are trying to, you know how we say, want to pepper them. So when you go into that pepper them stuff, what now happens is you just realize that everything you are going to be doing will be mundane. It'll be regular things and, worldly things. But business, God supports business. That's what I want us to do. So again, I want us to have something. Jesus said something. He said, my meat is to do the work of he that sent me. All right? And to finish it. Now, what does that mean? It means Jesus was trying to explain to them. He's saying that my meat, that means my food, my passion is to do what I was sent and to finish it. Now you understand what passion is, right? That the passion is not in itself just abilities or liking to do something, but abilities to finish strong, ability to be successful. Paul was taking the charge to the people, was speaking to them. He said, I have fought the good fight, right? He said, I have finished the course. I have kept the faith, all right? You get to a point where you can say, wow, I have done this thing. By the grace of God, I have done this thing. So this morning, we are still in business forum, so you don't think we're doing business Bible study, but at the same time, like we said, you cannot divulge one for the other. Business is godly, all right? Business is godly, so it shouldn't make you worldly. That's why some people will say, you know what, this is business. Business is business. Leave God out of this matter. You cannot leave God out of any matter that you're doing. So that's what I want you to understand. So passion to an entrepreneur, I'm talking about definition for passion now as an entrepreneur. Passion to an entrepreneur means a strong drive to change an idea or a method into profitable venture. I wish we were writing. Passion to an entrepreneur means a strong drive to change an idea or a method into a profitable venture. Like I said, business and passion, they go hand in hand. They go hand in hand. You cannot say you are passionate about a thing and you don't have success at the back of your mind. Whatever it is that you start, you must always try to finish. And so the passion towards a situation that you're doing, you're sowing, all right? That you like to plait hair, you like to do different kind of things. You like to do business, you like to do crypto, you like to do whatever it is. Just know that passion in itself is ability to wait. Some people, they do FX, right? They do crypto, they do all of these things, and sometimes they lose money. But why did they lose money? Either because they didn't get the market, maybe the market forces right, or some things that are going on in the indices. I don't know what those indicators in that business, but there are things that maybe they got wrong. But in saying that you are passionate in crypto or FX is your ability to stay. Ability to stay for another cycle, so that at that time, then you might come into that place of success. All right? Do we understand? Passion is important. Everybody requires passion, but then we must understand what passion is. Passion is important in everything that you do. Know that I will have passion, but at the same time, I will have success at the back of my mind. So when you possess passion for a business, success is your main focus. Is your main focus. And so that's why. So what are the things that makes passion real? I mean, what makes it come into reality? One is what? Is resilience. What is resilience? We understand what resilience is. Ability to stay. There's something called the staying power. Resilience. How can you have passion without being resilient? If you do not have resilience, it just means that you are somebody that goes into a venture and at the same time you pull out immediately when you are hit with certain force. Then you begin to look for something else, and so at the end of the day you find yourself doing different kinds of things. Now, so for us, passion means that you are somebody that will work tirelessly to create a product that a consumer will need. Somebody that will work tirelessly to make sure that you create a product that a consumer will need. So everything that we have seen like the likes of the Faradays, people that have come up with big inventions. You can imagine that they went through those things number of times, some thousands of times, so they kept at it because there was something at the back of their mind that we need to create something, because you can't be an inventor without having passion. You can't be an inventor without having passion. You can't have a big vision and saying, this is how I see myself in the next 10 years without having passion. So that's why I said passion and success, they're like Siamese twins. They are together. They work together. And you must understand that, because that's what can make you go far. If you do not do that, then what now happens is you will start, you will not finish, you will start, you will not finish, and you will keep jumping from one thing to the other. As long as you realize that which the Lord has placed in your hands and say, this is the work that I'm supposed to do, what you require at that point is passion, and it will help you to move far. So passion gets you to do things necessary to grow and improve. Anything that makes you not to improve, just know that you have not started. Passion makes you to want to grow and improve from where you're at. For instance, you are doing a small scale business And you know, every time you see your profit margin, it doesn't, I mean, your profit margin on the daily is like maybe 5,000 naira or 3,000 or what, as the case may be. But when you have passion, you will begin to want to move from having 5,000 to 10,000 to 15,000. You know, you would want to, something you want to grow. So how do you want to do that? You want to begin to look for how you will get better. Sometimes some people will say, okay, I'll have to go for more trainings. I'll have to maybe have a mentor. I'd like to do something. I'd like to stay late at night more in checking some things online on YouTube rather than my normal, you know, frivolities on the phone. I would like to, so passion helps you to redefine who you are and to define a better person that you're supposed to be. And so every time passion comes to play, you will see growth and reasoning to be able to get to a place where you want to get to. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope I'm not just, I hope this is making sense. I just want to, because we're only talking about passion today, just passion. That passion in itself is not ability, it's not just liking to do something or what I feel like doing every time, because that in itself is just a feeling, and a feeling is empty, it's just blank. It can't take you anywhere. So what did I say? I said that one of the things that will make you be passionate is one, I said resilience, all right? Resilience. You must know that you must stand the times. You must go through the times of learning. You understand? When things are not working, what you should begin to do is begin to ask yourself, your inward self, ask yourself, what is wrong with this thing? I think I'm not getting it right. Do I look for people that are in the industry already that are doing this thing, that have even gone ahead of me and are doing better in this field? What do I need to do? Do I need to ask questions? Do I need to go online and, you know, send them a DM or something, you know, introduce myself and say, this is what I do? And then being passionate also, part of the thing, part of the way you can be passionate also, say that you're passionate, is yourself. You will drop yourself. When I mean yourself, you will drop your ego. If you want to get to anywhere, you want to reach the highest heights in business, you must drop your ego. Whatever it is that you know is some people's bottom. The degree of knowledge that you have to some other person is where he is just starting. That means that that person is miles away from you. And so you need to succumb to the knowledge of that person and seek for how you can get better from that person. So do not ever think that all you have is sufficient every time. Always know that there is room for improvement. There is room for improvement and growth in anything that you do. All right? So, again, what am I talking about? You must be curious. What is curiosity? Curiosity is trying to find out things, right? I mean, you don't sit in a position, you see people succeeding. You see people succeeding. You should be asking yourself, curiosity could be negative and positive, but yours must be positive. Why? Because in that positive curiosity, you begin to ask for questions. You begin to ask questions and say, how come this lady does corset that is better than mine? How does she do it? I mean, can I achieve this? I've seen that a lot of people that do these things, they need so much money to achieve this thing. But I don't have this money. But how is this person able to do it? Sometimes you don't know. You're being curious in that field should be able to lead you to a point. Like I said before, you will bring yourself down, get to a point where you will find answers. Go to people, begin to probe, go online. If you cannot find, begin to find, continue to find. Being curious helps you to be able to get to that place where success is sure. And so when you're curious about something, it just helps you to get better. It helps you to get better. Then you see people, you move beyond your level, because there's a level that we are in our fields. There's a level that we are in. There are some people that when you go and meet them, all they need to do is just to hold you by their hand and just hold you so that people can see both of you together. And that in itself is what makes you in life. People will say, oh, because Elams know this person, that means I need to see Elams to see what's going on. That means Elams does all the clothing for this man. For Elams to be with this man and they're discussing, I saw a fabric with her, that means she does something with her. So there are many things. So you have to be curious. What is curiosity also? Curiosity is training. I have to be curious to be better. I have to be curious. What is it that I'm not doing well in my business? I mean, my business is not working. I've checked every time that my ceiling, every day, this is where I'm at. Why am I at this point? You must be curious. If you're not curious, you won't tell me that you're passionate. Being passionate means that you have to be curious. Being curious means that you are actually chasing for success. Again, to be passionate is ability to appreciate the skill sets that you have. You know, sometimes you have a skill set, but you don't believe in yourself. Very funny. A lot of us, we have it. We have skill sets. We don't believe in it. People will keep telling you every time that, oh, John, there's a way you do this thing that's just different. But to you, you say, I just do it, you know, once in a while, maybe when I'm in the mood. And those are the kind of statements that come from you every now and again. You don't believe in the skill sets that you have. That's why you have not been able to paddle it together to making passion come out of it. Because when you have respect for the skill set that you have, you identify it, you are knowledgeable about it, then that your passion will grow in leaps and bounds. And when it grows like that, you will find that success is just by the corner. It's just by the corner. So there are many things we'll do in our fields, in whatever it is that we do. Sometimes we just think, okay, you know what? I think at this point I've done too much. Right now I'm at this level, so I'm this, I'm that. You must know that there is always a place called better. All right? There's always a place called better. Now, how can you say you are passionate also? Ability to control your inner monologue. Inner monologue. What is inner monologue? There's something that you keep saying to yourself every time. You know, sometimes when something will tell you that, oh, John, you can't do this, and don't try it, it's too big for you. You can't go and start this kind of thing. You will kill yourself. Your business, every money that you collected, everything will, now it will go down the drain. You must be able to control that voice. That's where passion is. Passion must lead you to the right point where you are able to hear the voice and say, you know what, this one I'm hearing is not for me, but this is the one that I want. This that I'm hearing. So, ability to control your inner monologue. Everybody has inner monologue. Everybody has things that they say to themselves. Sometimes you're having your bath, you're speaking to yourself, is it not? Because you want to confront a trouble or you want to confront a situation. And then sometimes you speak it out. Sometimes it's inside. Or whichever one you're doing, ensure that you are able to control that inner monologue. So what is your own challenge this morning? What's your own challenge this morning? What are the things that you have done in your passion, in the fields and the things that you have been doing? Why have you not believed in yourself? Why do you believe that? Oh, because, you know, I'm sure that up until this morning, we all felt that passion was just normal things, right? I mean, just knowing how, you know, liking or wanting to do something better, or things that I like to do every time with least resistance, right? You know, some people just feel, oh, like Wealth said, I just like to sing. At that point, what it is for you is a hobby, until you begin to have at the back of your mind that success is my desired outcome in this thing that I'm looking for. So this morning, again, I want us to look at it again. That's why I don't want us to load us with much. There are 10 things that we're going to be speaking about, but I spoke of one today, passion. I just want us to look at passion deeply and look at what it means. That passion is not so much of you wanting to do something or like to do something or so, but passion in itself is the ability to do things and to have a desired outcome of success at the back of my mind. So if I'm not thinking that this business I'm doing right now will grow into a multi-billion business, or this business, I'll be able to replicate it in the States, in Nigeria, or this thing that I'm doing now, that I'll be able to transform from this point to this point to grow the business. If I'm not thinking like that, I cannot attribute to myself that I have passion. What I have is just, I have a hobby. So if I wake up in the morning, I can make buns or whatever. I just do make buns, bake it, or bake cake, or bake bread, or whatever. As soon as I'm done with that and I sell it off or I eat it and I say to people, oh, I have passion for bread, you don't have passion for bread. You don't have passion for baking bread. You don't have passion for baking cake. You just have a hobby. That's what it is. So why am I saying so? In all the things that we are doing, in all our businesses that we are doing, passion is what is having success at the back of your mind. Passion is having a desired outcome at the back of your mind, that while I'm at this thing, this business will transform into something that I never imagined. And so what happens? What helps your passion also? What helps your passion? That's why if you remember, sometime in the past we talked about business plan, right? Those things are the things that fuel your passion. The moment you can be able to look at something and you say, oh, I'm not there yet. I said that by July I should be here. By July I should be here. But look at where I'm at now. I've not even gotten to where I said I'm going to be. Then no, I need to do something about it. So if you say you have passion, there has to be some things that you're armed with that helps you to that desired position, which is success. So this morning, I believe that we do different things in the house. We do different kind of things. So for instance, somebody, you make clothes and you think, oh yeah, that's my passion. That's my passion. But what is it that you have put in place that makes it successful? It's not creating different designs that everybody will like. That's not it. That's still a hobby. That's saying that you like to do things, you like to sew to just make people happy. That's fine. That's not being passionate. That's not being passionate. Passion, like we have seen the root cause. How do we start? If you remember, we said something that every word has a root cause, right? It has a source. If you check the source of that word, that's where you begin to find the meaning to what it is. So passion in itself is saying ability to suffer, ability to endure, ability to see things happen. So then if you're not able to endure the cause of the things that you're doing, to ensure that I started a business today, I'm doing Airbnb, I'm doing a letting business, but then in my mind I'm thinking of owning estates. But then this is where I've started, so that people will know me. Then what are the things I'm doing also in that moment? What am I doing to get me to that place called success? So passion, like I said, passion and success, they are twins. They are together. You cannot say you have passion without having success at the back of your mind. Praise the Lord. I hope it makes sense. So, I mean, are there things we want to say? Because you see, I want us to talk about this thing, because the truth is, the essence of KLM Business Forum is for all of us to be better. I had to research this thing because I thought I knew what passion was. I've always thought that passion is, there are things I like to do and everything. But I found out that I have not set things in motion to ensure that I'm successful in that thing. So for you to be saying I'm passionate, that means you have done your due diligence. So what I did was, I tried explaining to you that the death of Jesus Christ on the cross of Calvary, it was passion. You know why? Because there was a desired outcome that you and I will today be the righteousness of Christ Jesus, that we will be redeemed back to our God from the fallen nature which we had before. So that means Jesus had it in mind that I'm passionate about these people. I'm passionate about these people. And this passion that I have will drive me to the point where everybody will begin to understand what God had actually done for them. That's the biblical understanding of what passion is. Passion drives you. So I said from the beginning, I said something. I said that Jesus said that my meat is to do the work which I'm sent, right? And to do what? And to finish it. Finish it. Not to stop halfway. Paul said, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the cause. I've kept the faith. That's passion. Passion. Because he started knowing that he was going to end well. In your business, if you're doing painting, if you're doing cryptocurrency, you're doing FS, you're doing any kind of business, make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, you must be passionate. And when you say to me that you're passionate, when you say to anyone else that you're passionate, better show them the plans that you have put in place to be successful. All right? So, this morning, I just need you to say something about yourself. Say something about yourself that, hey, this is what I've been doing. I have been doing this and I didn't know before. I just thought, because let me tell you something. When you don't set these things in place, you don't set these plans in place, you might be working with someone today. You might be in the paid employment. I would not say to you, jump out of your business. I know better, because a lot of us landed with our heads and everything on the floor. Boom, and there was no soft landing. Sometimes as you work for people also, you learn. Experience, it counts. Nothing is lost. Experience. You meet people in the course of your duties. You're a nice person. You understand what customer service is. You understand product knowledge. You know the business. You know everything. So every now and again, as you go out there, you will meet people. You will interact with them. Then at the time where you are supposed to exit from that place to a newer place, then you know that you are armed with your skill set. You have money with you to start one thing or the other, and then you have people also to sell to. People think that when you bolt out or when you want to do business, that you're a bold person. It makes you that you're a bold person. But when you suffer in business, that's what makes people run out, because they didn't plan. And passion makes you plan. Passion makes you plan. If you say to yourself that I have passion for singing, you better be regular in the service. You better be regular in the choir practice. Why am I saying this? You cannot divulge these things. I keep saying it. You know, I'm trying to drum it in whatsoever way, so that we can understand it. I have passion for singing. Oh, that means if I have passion for singing, that means I have to be a minister. That means I have to be a vessel to change some things. So if I have to be a vessel to change some things, that means that I have to put in place my relationship with God. That means I have to also learn how to interact with the Holy Spirit. That means I have to learn all of these things. These are the steps that takes you to a place where when you're ministering, people are not just hearing the good sounds or the words that you're speaking. What they are hearing are things transformational that's able to deliver them. And that's what makes you successful. And that's when you can say to anybody that I'm passionate. When people eat your food and they like it, it's not because you can cook well. They have seen some surrounding factors that you put in place in that place. It makes them so. Some people go into a restaurant to relax before eating. I hope you know. They just go in. Why? Because they know there's an AC in there. There are things that you have put in place that makes you know that you are going to be successful. People run into a place to go and read a magazine. It's not because they feel like reading that magazine. They are actually using it to wait for somebody. But at the same time, they will buy something there, knowing that they cannot walk into this outfit and leave empty-handed. Sometimes your body will judge you. Your conscience will judge you that I have come into this place and I must make sure that I part with something in this place. That's somebody that is passionate. That's somebody that has put a system in place. And that's somebody that is thinking of success in their business. Thank you very much. Thank you. Are there any questions? Are there any inclusions? We have 10 minutes to go. Mama K, you want to say something to us? What? Anybody want to say something? Just say something, your experience, what you have been through, some things you went through. Because for many years, there are things I thought I knew. But I didn't know until I began to research what being passionate means. Being passionate is is a total package, is a full package of many things inside that makes success happen. All right, you want to say something? Please come. Thank you. Can you just take the mic there? Thank you.
Lord,
Hallelujah.
please, so I want to know the difference between, let's assume you are in an organization, like myself, I'm a smoothie expert. I make smoothies, juice, and salads. And you invented a smoothie, and that smoothie became top. You know, when people see it, you know, we taste it, wow, this smoothie is fantastic, it's superb. And then it became successful, like people buy it regularly, became one of the best-selling smoothie amongst all. I invented it, and I had a lot of people were talking about it, a lot of people, you know, were ordering it. So is that supposed to be creativity or passion or what does that mean? I just want to know the difference.
Okay, thank you very much. So she's saying that, you know, she's a smoothie expert. Someone that does smoothie, she does different kind of smoothie. And smoothie, you know what it means, you know. And she's saying that she came up with a product that now became a best-selling product, you know, in the smoothie world. And people just buy it. And she works with someone anyways. She works in an establishment. She said, is that creativity? Is that passion? It's a mix of so many things. First of all, you work in an establishment, right? So even when we had that contract of you coming in as an employee, it is expected that you are going to bring in your best, all right? So it's expected. So whatever you do, what you are doing is an exchange. You are doing a barter. You are bringing your expertise to make you stay in the business and to make the business successful. And then we are paying you at the end of the month your salary that we agreed. So Mama K is saying that it's a skill that you have. And that skill, like she said, is something that is required for you to bring on board. Nobody employs a knothead. Nobody does that. Everybody employs someone that will take the business to where it is, to a desired place or a better place. So continue in it. Let me tell you something. Sometimes we feel bad when we create something and it's selling. So it's not looking like, why are they not giving me money from this thing? Why is it that if I didn't create this thing, would the company be able to do all these things and all that? Okay, you should have sat at home to think of those things. Because sometimes what they have done for you is to create an enabling environment where you are able to discover that thing. Imagine that you are in a place where you don't even have what to do to bring those things to bear. But now they have all these things and you are able to take them, change them. So what you have done in the skill sets that you have taken it and moved to another level to say, you know what, let me try and, you know, go into some form of, you know, let me try and come up with some innovation. And then you came up with this. So sometimes what will happen is the company will recognize you, but they might not tell you. I know of a boss that said something. He said, if you are doing well, you won't hear from me. But when you're not doing well, you hear from us. I just felt, what kind of thing is that? I would have thought that when someone is doing well, at least you will show some form of accolade or reward or something. He said, no, don't worry. If you are not doing well, you hear from us. So I now felt, well, so people are different. Some companies are different. I'm not saying that whatever company that you are, that, you know, whatever it is that they are doing to bring you down or to stifle your skill set is good. But always remember that when you work for people, the same way I've said it, that you work for people, that's what you do. You are working for them. You are not their partner. You are earning salary. Until such a time when you think that you cannot stay, then you can put in your resignation and go and put in your skill set elsewhere and start up a business. Then you can start anything that you need to do. But then everybody too can be passionate. Everybody can be passionate. You can be passionate. We need to be passionate. That's really important, because you cannot say, like I said from beginning, you cannot say you're passionate without having success at the back of your mind. Thank you. God bless you. All right. Thank you. So it's another Sunday. Just say hello to the next person. Plan for yourself the next 5 minutes, then we'll move to the next.